Welcome back. Let's get going.
जमीन किस तरह उठने लग रही भाई। ये देखो भाई जमीन उठने लग रही है अपने आप। ये देखो भाई नया तजुर्बा जमीन का अपने आप नया तजुर्बा। देख भाई जो पीछे होने के लिए
I don't know, that almost looks like they had like a sank boat or a submarine or something that was under a bunch of mud underneath the lake bed, and they were pulling that up, and that was all caked up on top of it and starting to flake off and come off the sides. I think it looks creepy because it looks like cracked, scaly skin, but I don't think that's what it is. If anyone knows, let me know in the comment. I want to be careful on this one because there are people in the comments that think that I'm a little bit too skeptical. And there's nothing that stands out immediately as wrong with this one. My main critique is that it's just simply too easy to fake. The guy could simply be acting. I talk to people all the time. Even whenever I'm directing people to go places, I'm not constantly sticking my arms out like this and making all these grand gestures to imply, hey, I'm having a conversation. So that's a little red flaggish. Of course, it makes sense to have a security camera where this security camera is. The main thing is it's just too easy to fake this. Not only that, but it could be easy if there was somebody originally in the footage.
You can get a picture with the root ball there. That's always exciting.
It is. I'll tell you, that last one would give me goosebumps and make my heart jump up into my throat because it sounds like Gabriel's trumpet. I don't know. I'm not being familiar with a lot of what goes on in Canada. I'm curious myself as to what those noises are. Any Canadians in the comments? Is that elk? Or some other wild animal out there that's making that noise.
All right, somebody tell me what this is, because that looks a little sus. That looks sus. They're here. They're here.
That one, I'm going to say, is just drones. That's what it looks like with the flashing lights and them being so low. All of them have the matching flashing lights. It just looks consistent with drone activity that I've seen. That one, I am 99% sure is a crack in someone's windshield. It reminds me of an old documentary that I watched whenever I was a kid with my dad. and they were showing how a lot of these old famous UFO photos were actually faked, and they were showing not only how they were fake, but they were recreating the fakes to prove it. And one of them was pretty interesting. They showed they laid a penny on a windshield and laid down in the floorboard and took a photo through the windshield with the clouds behind it. It looked like a real UFO, the sun hitting it and everything, and you couldn't tell that it was a penny. And another one was them just zooming in and taking a picture of a crack in a windshield where there was a chip, and it looked identical to this. And if you look, it looks like splintering out from a chip in the windshield. That could be CGI. It doesn't look like it's moving naturally in place. Like there's the plant in the foreground and the cloud is in the background. And like when the camera pans, it doesn't naturally move behind the plant or away out from behind the plant. It kind of does this as the camera's doing this. But it could be real. I wouldn't say it's anything nefarious or creepy, just simply because I've seen similar type clouds in the sky. Clouds do all kinds of weird crap.
Real or fake, you guys be the judge.
That's absolutely fake. I know this because I make fake rocks as a hobby. If you go to my YouTube page, you can actually see that my channel banner is just a fake rock that I made. So I know it's probably just foam or cardboard on the inside with cement or plaster on the outside, because there's a couple different ways to make them, and you can make them extremely light and extremely durable.
Te lo juro que yo vi que parpadeó.
Ya, se me dice verga, respira.
Juro que yo lo vi.
Déjame ir en silencio.
De todas maneras. Juro grave. De todas maneras.
Oh, goodness. To me, that just looks like someone took their phone into church and pulled out TikTok and put on one of those filters that make a photograph animated and pointed it at a statue just long enough to get the eye to blink once and then turn their camera away real quick, so that it wasn't extremely obvious that it was one of those. Clearly just the reflection of someone walking behind the person who's filming. They're filming through a window. Someone's walking behind them and it's catching the reflection. You can tell as the camera pans that there's a glare from reflections behind them the entire shot. Not real. Who's he talking to? What the F is that, dude? Why is he filming? There's just somebody with a towel draped over him in his bathtub, one of his buddies, and he's filming a TikTok video with the toaster oven.
¿Quién?
I didn't stop in between any of those because I've got the same thing to say about all of them. And if I would have saw something new, I would have stopped. But they're all just clever video editing. I think that the number one way that, or the number one thing that convinces me that these videos are just clever editing is they're kind of like one-trick pony shots, in the sense that if you go back and you look at all of the videos that are back to back of the little boy that keeps appearing, he keeps appearing in the same way and disappearing in the same way. And then you get to the shots of the little girl who's getting her hair played with or getting her hair fixed or whatever. It seems to be the same scenario playing out over and over, where this girl's getting her hair messed with and then the arms disappear. Getting her hair messed with, the arms disappear. Getting her hand, blah, blah, blah. You see, there's just a pattern. It's like they figured out how to do a really convincing trick on video, and now they're just repeating it ad nausea. Or is it ad nauseum? I don't know, I don't care. I'm a hillbilly, it doesn't matter.
Dalton. Dalton, are you seeing this? Bro, my heart just sank, Dalton, did you just see that? Dude, I got all of that on video.
Bravo to whoever filmed this. I don't think this is fake. I think that someone really filmed this. I don't know what's flying in the air. But what I love about this video more than anything is that this is exactly what I picture in my mind whenever I think, where are all the high definition videos? Everyone's got a phone in their pocket with a video camera on it, so where are all the high definition videos of UFOs? And this is the videos that you would expect to see flooding the internet. Finally, someone gives us one. So, bravo. Well, that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you stuck around to the ending here, so I could tell you how much I appreciate you watching the videos and subscribing and all that wonderful stuff. And I hope that you continue to stick around and come back for more. I'll see you tomorrow.